The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Now, let me ask you this. Give us very quickly, because I want to get to the Florida gun laws and gun laws across the nation and the Zimmerman case and a really important point that you're making on Coast to Coast Radio that I want our listeners to hear. But before we get to that, give us the very latest update on the Obama fraud case and Sheriff Arpaio's. Now he's inserting himself into this in a big way. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I actually spoke with Sheriff Arpaio today, and like I said earlier, we are starting to get people calling us.
Yeah.
And the sheriff himself now is working the phones. Sheriff Arpaio is contacting Congress people directly,
yeah.
And he's getting positive feedback. That's all I could really say about it.
Right.
But Sheriff Arpaio is taking that time to make those inroads, and I think we're going to see a lot more zeal with this in the coming months.
I agree, Mike. I mean, you have sat down in several congressmen's offices at their request, shown them this information, talked to them. They are now making plans to talk together and possibly move this to a congressional investigation. Other bigwigs and VIPs with deep connections to the White House and to Congress, they're calling you. In fact, one called you just 2 or 3 days ago wanting to see this stuff, making appointments. Now Sheriff Arpaio is on the phone, personally contacting congressmen. They're responding positively. And in light of all of this other Benghazi and IRS, I think Congress people are finally waking up, and I think this fraud investigation will finally carry the full weight it needs to.
I think they're going to have to at some point take a look at it. Somebody is going to have to take a look at this.
Yeah, I agree. It's just too huge. It's just too huge. All right, let's get back to the Zimmerman case. So Mike, tell us. I want you to talk. Tell us. You've got this brilliant law enforcement observation about the mainstream media and even
the only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.